Hey guys, Rob here with McDojoLife, and the man you just got done watching in that video goes by the name of Bong Bachchan.
Bong.
And it seems that Mr. Bong here thinks that the best knife defense is to cut yourself first, so that way your opponent doesn't get the satisfaction of drawing first blood. Not smart. He currently has over 321,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel, and it seems that he was able to get most of those through his short form videos. I find that super ironic considering that the guy is no taller than like 5'2". So I came up with just a few self-defense video ideas for his channel that I think would fit right in. The first one, how to defend yourself while you're waiting on your friends to finish the roller coaster ride you're not allowed on. How to keep fights short. The Little Man's Guide to Self-Defense, Little Person, Big Fight. And of course, the best 3 submissions to use against your fellow Oompa Loompas. To add to that, he even has a video on one of his other YouTube channels where he's giving tips on how to get taller in just 1 month. It's a short video. But I guess he didn't take his own advice considering that he still looks about the height of a Keebler elf. But I digress. Adding back to what we talked about with his follower count, to be honest, I don't think that he actually got all of his followers legitimately. Take this video, for example, titled 3 Awesome Collar Grab Defense. First off, it's horrible. Do you notice how the video was labeled 3 Awesome Collar Grab Defense, but it only actually showed 1 defense? Also, with the technique itself, there's really nothing stopping the attacker from just kind of walking towards the direction in which he's pushing the elbow. Like, he can just move his feet, like you'll be okay. He can also simply just punch you in the face with the other hand. I mean, it's right there, just use the other hand. What stood out to me the most about that video, however, wasn't the dumpster fire that he calls the technique, it was the number of views. You see, that video had over 4.1 million views, and yet somehow only managed to get 267 comments. And out of those comments, the only positive comments seem to be from fake accounts, which is pretty standard for most of his videos. I could be wrong, but it seems fishier than a tuna stand and an all-you-can-eat seafood convention. Now, besides the oddly low interaction on his page, I couldn't actually seem to find any proof whatsoever that this dude ever actually trained martial arts at all. I mean, his belt is crisp and it looks like it's fresh out of the package. And just take a look at these technique videos. In this gun disarm video, he grabs the barrel and then uses his wrist to push against the attacker's wrist that somehow equals a disarm. First off, if he's lucky enough to actually disarm the gun without getting shot, the fact remains that the gun is still probably going to go off. Clear. I bring that up because he's grabbing the gun by the slide. You see, because he's holding the slide, it does not allow the gun to cycle the next round. This will create a jam. Notice in the video, he does not re-rack the firearm in order to clear the jam. So what he has now is more like a paperweight until he's able to clear the jam, then it'll be able to fire again. With that said, notice how he's holding the firearm after he gets a hold of the firearm. Do you see anything that might apply to what we just talked about? Here's another collar grab defense, which was so ridiculous that it almost made my nose bleed. Other than the fact that no one is going to let you actually go through all of this without just punching you in the face, what he's doing to the arm doesn't actually hurt the arm at all. Notice the attacker's arm. It doesn't even move past his back, which means nothing's actually happening to him at all. There's no reason for him to tap or stop attacking him or squat down the way he's doing. Literally all of this is made up. This full Nelson video definitely made me giggle, and it should make anyone giggle who actually watched our Jocko video, but for those of you who didn't, I'll give you a little clip of why that won't work. This already sucks. All right. Oh my god.
You gonna do your move?
No,
You're just tapping?
Yes. Oh my god.
What, ineffective?
Dude, it sucks so bad.
What are you trying to
I'm
do?
trying to reach back. I'm just gonna grab your hand. You see? Nonsense. Next, I want to cover another gun disarm video that he did, but this time it was with a revolver. He pushes the gun offline, and then he moves to bend the attacker's wrist, which creates some type of a disarm while he's doing a shoulder lock on the attacker. Did you notice the hand against the revolver, though? he isn't actually grabbing the cylinder of the revolver. He's just kind of pushing it offline. This means the gun will most likely still go off and will probably most likely end up with him being severely injured and stop him from being able to complete the disarm at all. Not that it would work in the first place. Clear? You see on a revolver, there's something called a cylinder gap, and that's that little gap that you see right here. You see when the gun goes off, it creates an explosion, and that explosion is what propels the bullet out of the barrel. A lot of times when you're firing a gun, you'll see that explosion kind of come out of the front of the barrel. With a revolver, it doesn't just come out of the front of the barrel. It also comes a little bit out of the cylinder gap. Depending on the caliber of the firearm, that explosion can cause damage to anything that happens to be beside it. That could be sayonara fingers and or hand. Currently, Mr. Bong has over 370 videos on his YouTube channel, and to be honest, I could literally go through each one of those videos and do a breakdown individually on every one of those videos because it seems like each one of them was just completely made up. Now, as of this video, I actually did reach out to Mr. Bong himself to try to interview him a little bit and find out more information about any information about a possible martial arts background at all. Even if he did have some sort of martial arts background, it's clear that he is not good at all at this and doesn't need to be teaching people online, especially when it comes to things like firearms, which could get people severely hurt and or killed. Time to give this guy some Dillmans. The tough part here is that Mr. Bong himself doesn't actually seem to have any students. It seems like the videos that he's putting out are specifically made just for online content. With that said though, he's putting it out as if he's some type of subject matter expert, and it doesn't seem like he is. As stated before, it seems like the majority of what he's putting out is completely made up horse crap, and for that, I'm going to go ahead and give him 3 out of 5 Dillmans. I want to add a little note to this as well. You see, whenever I put out video content of these frauds, fakes, phonies, conmen, pedophiles, etc., I do so because I'm trying to help the community. But don't get it twisted. I've been doing this for over 27 years. Am I the best? Not at all. Can I be beaten? Absolutely. Do I know everything about everything? No, I do not. But that's one of the reasons I enjoy reading through the comment sections and interacting with my followers as much as possible, because I learn quite a bit from everyone. But when it comes to the frauds that I call out, I am more than happy to set up any type of scientific experiment, whether that be pressure testing, whether that be sparring, and even sometimes setting up an actual fight with them. People ask me to do that all the time, and in some of my videos, I sure have. And sometimes some of the frauds reach out and challenge me, and my answer is always the same. Whatever it was in the video I called out, I want you to reproduce that on me. And as you can see, I am happy to do so, and that applies to Mr. Bong himself as well. If he is that butthurt or gets that upset about me calling him out on his nonsense, I am easy to find. This brings us to the question of the day, brought to you by X Marshall. Be sure to answer the question of the day in the comment section so that way I know that you watched the entire video, but also to be entered for a chance to win a $100 gift voucher to be used at xmarshall.com. If you don't win, that's okay. You still get 10% off xmarshall.com. All you have to do is use the promo code McDojo10 and you get 10% off. Out of all of the frauds that you've seen me call out on this channel, who is the one fraud that you would absolutely love for me to confront in person? Now, that confrontation might be a simple experiment of, let's just try that technique on me. Could be knock me out with your mind. It could be try that pressure point out on me, or it could be just all out brawl. I want to know who it is that you would like to see that happen with. I look forward to reading your comments in the comment sections below. Thank you all for the likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, memberships. Check out McDojoLife.com. Keep the martial arts legit.